Okay, if some of you guys understand village raids and village raid mechanics, you may have seen some of these examples floating around, or if you know how to build a raid farm, this probably won't surprise you a great deal. But the new mechanics for ominous bottles, or this thing that starts raids, comes with a lot of issues in 1.21. Can I just say that I do not like this change? You're meant to kill the pillager captain, get him angry, and then when you walk inside a village, they will retaliate. That is no longer the case with the bottle. Ominous bottles make zero sense whatsoever. It's equivalent to you punching someone in the face and then them asking nicely whether they are allowed to be angry at you. I have a makeshift village here. This will classify as a village because it has a bed, a POI, which means this is technically a village. So if you spawn a villager here, they're going to be able to sleep in this bed and they'll become a librarian because there's a lectern right next to them. Which means if you drink an ominous bottle, like right now, and you give yourself the raid omen effect, that's going to start a raid. I don't like... It's obviously to nerf raid farms, which are a bit ridiculous. I don't like this mechanic at all. It's like you just have to drink this thing to make them angry. I don't get it. Okay, so now that I have the effect going, the raid's gonna start in 15 seconds. This boss bar is gonna go up. Dude's gonna get really anxious. And at some point, the raid's gonna start over here. Usually they're biased around the southeast. Not sure why. They'll spawn over here or something. There's the horn. So there's the first wave. I'm not gonna kill him right now. And okay, fine, I'll kill him. Okay, I'm done. Alright, I'm leaving. The reason why this raid works is because the POI, which is the point of interest, is that bed. What? How did I bounce out? Oh my god, I hit the side of the glass. I have a lot of setups here. Okay, so the reason why the raid is still active is because this point of interest, the bed, is within range of all of these pillagers on the ground. All of these guys are still running around, so I'm gonna kill them all with this command here. And it's gonna trigger another wave. This POI is 50 blocks above the ground, which is within the range. Now I have the Hero of the Village effect. It's too long. And now I get discounts from this guy because he likes me because I killed someone. That's how it works. Okay, bye. So this flexibility comes with some drawbacks, unfortunately. One of which is an exploit, which explains why I have several different POIs set up here. So this one is 50 blocks up. I'm now going to fly 50 blocks higher to y equals 100. Clearly, the only way the raid is going to spawn is on the ground. So let me spawn another villager and I'm going to trigger another raid. Now the raid is going to spawn around me. Once again, gotta wait. There we go. Another 15 seconds for the raid to start. They'll be in the south. There we go. Built one of them. Sure. I didn't do anything, man. Alright, so the fun begins when you tower all the way up to 112 blocks. This has just been exacerbated because of the existence of ominous bottles. Because you can now trigger the raid whenever you want, wherever you want. This has now created a village, a valid village with the bed. And now I'm gonna drink an ominous bottle. And I'm just gonna sit here and wait. The anticipation is palpable. Alright, so the raid has now begun. Because we're so high up, the game is going to try to spawn the illagers in the right locations. It's always going to be around the south side. So here we go. So they'll be around there. And look what's going on. They are spawning and then deleting themselves. And what's just happened? You've won. You've won! The raid is complete. You are now victorious. You have unified the village. They're very happy with you. But you don't have the Hero of the Village effect because you didn't kill anyone. So this has just been the most useless raid ever. Let me explain how this happened. First of all, this was a bug discovered by Alex_Light only a few days ago. And it's been assigned already to Corey. This is a very important bug. Look, Mojang priority, very important. If a raid begins more than 112 blocks above ground, all illagers will be summoned and the player wins. Well, they're not actually summoned, they're dead. The game is going to remove all raiders if they're outside a square border of 12,544 blocks. And what's the square root of 12,544? 112. And then obviously with them deleted, it's going to spawn another wave, and then spawn another wave, and spawn another wave, and delete all of them after that. So you technically just win. if you drink an ominous bottle 112 blocks away from an area where the raiders can spawn, you will win. But now you're just questioning, like, what's the point? You get no benefit because you've just won without killing an illager. So what are you gonna do? Well, this is what you do. So you do this again. So you have your 112 blocks up. It's actually 120 because the raid center is generally 8 blocks extra. So just tower up 120 blocks, put a bed, have a villager. You just drink this. Done. Just go all the way down. So this raid is still very far away, but now because you're present on the ground, the mobs will be persistent. You just look to the south, they will be here. There we go. Kill one of them. You just gotta kill one of them. Kill one person. Done. Now just fly away. Get out of there. All right. Success. You have the Hero of the Village effect. You now have discounts. It's safe to say this is quite the oversight. Now, I'm not the biggest proponent of this change. So all you gotta do right now is just tower all the way up to about 120 blocks, drink the bottle, and wait for all of them to just die in front of your face. There we go. Where are they? Yep. But that's it. You have won once again. And he is happy and forever grateful for your inactivity. You've done your job. They're celebrating. The entire blocker code here is responsible for placing raiders in the right positions. Obviously, they need to be on the ground, right? If they're not... Oh, wait. Okay, there's the raid bar. So they won't spawn on the ground now. What are they gonna do? Just stare at me from midair? Okay, fine.